Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and it's going to be another Overwatch Uprising event video, and this time I'm covering the PvE event, which is not a PvP. Finally, Daddy Jeff brought us a game mode that we can all come together and just cry at each other because we're not working together as a team, which is Uprising. So I just wanted to make a quick little video, just giving my first initial thoughts, and I guess give some quick beginner tips. I don't want to make a full-fledged tip video in the future. I will, especially when you get in the higher ranks. It's going to be a lot more just repetitive, like, okay, you got to go here, position the turret right here, just stuff like that. But I do just want to talk about the Uprising event because it's a really fun game mode. PvE is just one of my favorite things just in video games in general. This event specifically just takes me back all the way to my Call of Duty days when I would just defend hordes upon hordes of zombies, and that was just my favorite thing. I would spend hours with my friends defending ourselves against zombies and just play waves upon waves, and that's what the idea kind of here is also. It takes inspiration to Drunken Sign of Revenge, where you just have different kind of waves, but here it's a little bit different because you have to go through King's Row and then go through back King's Row, where you have to defend against Omnics, defend against Bastions, Orissas. Just so much is going on. But what's so great about this is that if you don't want to go try hard mode, if you just don't want to take it very serious, or if you have friends also that aren't that great at Overwatch but just want to have a fun PvE game mode experience, then you can easily just go into easy mode and just play and mess around and even kind of learn those 4 heroes. And there's even another game mode where they have all the heroes that you can just defend King's Row. But I think the reason why they have both is because those 4 heroes are kind of the best diverse and best that can work well together. I don't really imagine going into like the all heroes PvE game mode on Legendary and beating it, because I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can go with Hanzo and Ana and stuff like that, but honestly I just been playing the normal PvE Uprising. I just recently beat easy and hard mode. It wasn't honestly too hard. Hard mode isn't all that difficult. It's expert and Legendary where I can just see things getting a little bit difficult because you do have to work together as a team. I kind of relate back to like Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies, just these horde wave game modes where you get in the higher levels and you just have to work together as a team. Obviously when you first start off, it's not going to be that difficult, right? You have to capture the first point, defend it, destroy some Omnics, then move forward, but it just gets progressively harder and harder, and then boom, it just hits you right in the face, like, okay, we have to work together as a team. Ryan, stand there, I'm gonna go behind, pulse bomb. It's just stuff like that when you get in the higher levels, you do definitely have to communicate and work together as a team. I try to stress that, especially with competitive Overwatch, but especially here, if you do want to try to win, and if you're solo queuing, just pray that everybody's in game chat, or even better yet, if you have friends that are good at Overwatch, and especially good with the 4 specific heroes, which is Tracer, Mercy, Torbjorn, and Reinhardt, if everybody's a main, or at least familiar with all of them, then you're going to do phenomenally well. So, as terms of tips, what I can kind of just give you, number 1, I think your best player, like your number 1 DPS, or just overall best Overwatch players, should play Tracer, because Tracer is a glass cannon. She's very fragile. She's going to rely on Mercy heavily. I think your worst player, I don't know. That's kind of up for debate. I want to say Torbjorn, because Torbjorn just has to build turrets and just stay on the point, and that's also another tip. I think that Torbjorn should stay on every single point, shouldn't really venture out. I think Tracer should be the only one venturing out, maybe Reinhardt, but maybe Torbjorn, and he should just stay on the point. Reinhardt has to be careful. He has to know when to charge in, especially when there is like a what is it called? I think a bomb. I don't know what the name of it is. It's just that purple bomb, and especially when there's Bastions and Orissas, they just have to know when to charge, and you just have to focus them, and that's also another key part, especially when you're about to move the payload. When you get those 4 waves before then, what you pretty much have to do is just focus on the Bastion. The Reinhardt charges them, and then you just have to focus on the Tracer, and the Torbjorn focuses on them, and then Mercy just has to heal, and then you can get everybody else after that, because Bastion is just a heavy damage dealing hero, or not even hero, villain in this game, and you just have to watch out for that. And then Mercy, you have to have a fine balance between battle Mercy and healing Mercy, where you just have to heal everybody and then power everybody up, or if you're just shooting people. What Mercy is mainly there also for is to take out the more squishier villains, like those splicers, I think they're called. I don't even know the names of them, just those little bunny rabbit robots that she can easily destroy, because not a lot of people are going to be focusing on them when they're destroying the payload, and sure enough, they're not going to be taking out the payload like that, like how Bastion can, but they kind of do damage over time, so that's where Mercy's going to kind of look out and say, oh my god, there's that little bunny rabbit robot. Again, I wish I knew the names. I've been playing it all day, but I really wanted to make this commentary to help you guys out. But Mercy, again, is going to be taking out those little bunny rabbit heroes. Reinhardt and Tracer are going to be taking out the more heavier hitting, like the Bastion and the self-destruct balls, and then Torbjorn can just build his turret, and they can kind of clean up everything else. So overall, not a too in-depth video video of how to try to win PvE Uprising. Just a more or less, just my first initial thoughts and just some quick tips. Again, I think it's awesome. I think this game mode is dope. I would love to see this be a permanent game mode. I don't know why they wouldn't. If they were to keep Capture the Rooster, no reason why they wouldn't have a PvE game mode, and maybe even add on to it. Maybe have a different game mode where they have maybe Route 66 and they have Blackwatch and they have to defend against all these other people. I think that would be really cool. But again, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this Uprising PvE game mode, and also give your tips what you've also noticed, because I've been playing it all day and that's what I could have been noticing, but I will come out with a full video soon enough. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch Uprising videos to come, and bye.